everyone. I'm Nam. I'm very glad to be here for presentation. Uh, my name is Đoàn Han Nam and student ID is 2014650 and my supervisor is Trần Ngọc Đã. The title of the presentation is research paper with the title Intelligent Worm Sorting Using Robot Vision. About this paper, we have a content that would 5 parts like this. First, I will introduction about the research paper. Then we have a brief review. Third is methods, and the fourth is a visual and discussion. Finally, is a conclusion. When going the first part, I will introduction about the vision. About the vision. Vision is the most important sense of human. Uh, Vision is certainly the most important sense of human as we get much useful information about the world about us through our eyes. It applies also to automated machines, such as robots, when they are built to behave intelligently like humans. From the image captured by a vision sensor like a camera, an intelligent machine often includes to plan its motion for various goals and so on, like flexible object handling, autonomous navigation. Although vision sensing has been often considered complex and computer intensive, cost of system arrangement and data computation become lower than before as relevant electronic and computing technologies advanced rapidly in recent years. Go on the next page. I will talk about the research subject. The research subject in this paper is uh, Canohatitis allergen, like a worm. Canohatitis allergen is a worm that has been widely used for pushing research in developmental biology and neurology since Brenner introduced it in 1963 as a model organized for research. This nematode is about 1 millimeter long, has a transparent body, feeds on bacteria, can easier cultivate, and safely used in the laboratory. Although C. elegans has a relatively simple nervous system consisting of a 302 well-described neurons, the nervous system mediates diverse patterns of behavior. In addition to its no-genetic, C. elegans has a short lifespan, about 2 to 3 weeks, and is useful in the study of aging. Uh, Go on the next page. We will talk about a brief review. Image-based automated monitoring of C. elegans. The, ob- the observation of C. elegans has been usually done manually and accurate results we have too often seen the phenotype to many behavior mutant appears subtle to a human observer and is actually difficult to say without time and labor-intensive analysis of video recording. Even broadly abnormal behavior is often difficult to characterize by manual observation. Thus, there has been a strong demand for techniques that automate data acquisition, storage, interpretation, and quantitative analysis for motion and posture of the worm. It have three advantages of the automated uh, worm image processing system. First, the vision-based approach provide a quantity definition of a particular pattern of worm behavior. Second is a computerized imaging system can be more reliable. A quantitative definition of a particular uh, detecting of normal behavior pattern, and the third is possible to comprehensively assign multiple aspects of the worm behaviors simultaneously. Now we went to the method of the vision. The main focus of the papers is detecting C elegance in the image and modeling its body posture so that the worm can be effectively solved. The image processing of a worm image consists of three steps: was detection, filtering, and modeling, as presented in Figure 1. Detecting a worm in a imaging one down by classifying pixels into two classes, worm and background. If C elegans, chrome on a flat and uniform agar substrate, the transparent body of the worm is seen slightly darker than the background. Hence, an arbitrary image visual the position of Y and X and Y. AI image was classified simply by comparing its ray value y is I is y with a threshold as b is y equal to 1 if I is y less than threshold. So b is y equal to 0. So what's b? B is the resulting image after classification. A proper threshold value was determined from the distribution of visual rays value in an image that can use a microscope. The center region can be brighter than the other region close to the image boundary. For example, in the image of Figure 2a, the center region department from the mean image boundary by 30 pixels, making at the averaging gray value of about 78, 78, while the boundary region had the value of 67 should be. So the distribution of gray value of the central imaging region Y figure 2C shows that it was 778. 78. The wrongly classified pixel were filtered by two ways. First, morphological operation were applied to remove the host dilation 3 times and erosion 3 times. Then groups in the image were labeled by different values so as to find design. The small groups were removed. Figure 3b shows the result after filter the image of figure 3a. Figure 3a. Once imagine region of a worm is detected, the body itself can be characterized by a length, size, thickness, minimum enclosing reactant, specific ellipse, and so on. In our system, a worm image was morphologically skeletonized so as to effectively represent to the worm body brochure the unnecessary branch of the skeleton, if any, were burnt to produce a smooth line. Figure 3c show the often skeleton image. Moral as a chain of multi-line link. A swarm rest represented by the skeleton in moral as a chain of multiple links. In the skeleton image, the true endpoint of skeleton were first detected for 3 plus 3 window at 3 is 3 window applies to the binary skeleton image H. It, it endpoint satisfy the following condition here S to equal to 1. The length of skeleton L is simply the sum of every cell value in the binary skeleton image and the bond that divides skeleton into n segments of equal length can be found simply by continuing number of cells while following the segment was approximated by a link of as depicted in figure 4a. 4a present the pursuit of worm model as a chain of multi links. Here is 10 to 4 bars A1, A2, A3, and A4. So we go to result and discussion. The image processing method described so far was applied to an image sequence of a white type C. elegans. The original image was the RGB color format to 24-bit resolution with design 240 and 300 and 220 pixels. First would convert to a bit ray image of the same size. Only a single worm appears in the image, and processing to distinguish multiple worms was not necessary. By running the developed program for a given image sequence, we could obtain a sequence map of the link motion assembled in figure 5, where images are shown in interval of 5 frames. Uh, for example, it's easy to find that warm body posture in a 416.jpg JPG and 420 421.jpg. Uh, and a little difference is around the warm tail, including the end and the tail. Shopping won't have similar posture of movement based on model parameter is quite useful in practice because the warm shopping often needs a trained expert. Conclusion. Uh, the issue of applying vision technique in the analysis of C. elegans worm has been described. The methods described in the paper offer several practical advantages. First, the vision-based observation of C. elegans made it possible to perform the quantitative evaluation of the worm movement automatically. There are efficient image processing techniques used in robot vision and software systems readily available. When building a vision-based automated worm monitoring system, second, by modeling the body posture of a worm as connecting the same shape and motion analysis of the worm can be done by the well-established technique in robots, such as manipulator, kinematic, and dynamics. Third, the model parameters are easy to use, to compute, and to be used for sorting worm of different posture and motion patterns. This is important practically because the worm shopping by a human observer is not easy and often inaccurate. So my presentation is and thank you for paying for your listening. Goodbye.